Very good morning to one and all. So, welcome back again a lecture series of Principle of Communication Engineering Module 2. In this lecture, we discuss about the balanced modulators with diode, ring modulator and FET. In previous lecture, we discussed about the basic of DSB, SC, double sideband suppressed carrier. So, how the double sideband suppressed carrier is efficient in terms of power rather than the double sideband full carrier wave or full amplitude modulation. So in this lecture we discussed about the generation of double sideband suppressed carrier by using balanced modulator with diode, ring modulator and FET. So let us begin with the generation of SSB. This form of linear modulation generated by product modulator simply multiply message signal with the carrier signal. So generation of your double sideband suppressed carrier is simply multiply message signal with the carrier signal with the product modulator generate a double sideband suppressed carrier. There are two terms of product modulator. First one is a balanced modulator and second one is a ring modulator. So we can see one by one. So here the block diagram is consist of the AM modulator and AM modulator in symmetrical manner, and local oscillator we generate the carrier signal AC cos 2 pi FCT. Here is a summation block which generates the two signal which take the summation of two signals which is generated by upper modulator and lower modulator. So output of the modulator for S1 of t is AC 1 plus Ka m of t cos 2 pi FCT. Output of the lower modulator for this is S of 2t AC 1 minus K am of t cos 2 pi FCT. The difference between S1 and S2, so total generation of the signal, the total output of the sum of two modulator. So AC 1 plus K m of t bracket complete cos 2 pi FCT minus AC 1 minus K m of t cos 2 pi FCT. So after simplification we get this equation. So S of t is we know the standard equation of the double sideband suppressed carrier AC m of t cos 2 pi FCT. So we compare this general equation, we get after. So this is the standard equation for the generation of the balanced modulator output. Then we go to the second type of product modulator, that is ring modulator. Ring modulator is one of the most useful product modulator, well suited for the generation of double sideband suppressed carrier waveform. It consists of diode controller by square wave carrier of frequency Fc, which is applied to the longitudinally by means to central tap transformer, which is shown in figure in next slide. If the transformer preferably balanced and diode are identical, there are no leakage of modulation frequency into modulation output. Then how this ring modulator work? So operation of this circuit, assuming the diode have constant forward resistance when the switch on, the constant backward resistance Rb when switch off, and they switch are carrier wave, the switch adds the carrier wave C of t goes through the zero. One of the half cycle, the carrier wave out diodes are switched their forward resistance and the inner diodes are switched to the backward diodes. So one of the half cycle, the carrier wave diodes are operating in opposite conditions. So this is the operations. So m of t is a signal which is applied to the center tap transformer 1. This is a center tap transformer 2. This is the carrier wave which is the square wave generated. So this is the carrier wave C of t which is applied here. So output of this transformer is his. So at first half cycle both the drivers are forward bias and next half cycle, these are consist of reverse bias. So ring modulators consist of 4 diodes and the center tap transformer. At secondary, we get the modulated waveform like this. The output voltage has same magnitude as the output voltage, but they have opposite polarity. So ring modulator sometimes is called as a commutator. Square wave carrier represented in the form of Fourier series. So C of t is 4 divided by pi plus summation n minus 1 into infinity n minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 2 raised to n minus 1 divided cos 2 pi fct bracket 2 n minus 1. So ring modulator output therefore is the product of 2 s of t c of t into m of t, so which is a given. So 4 divided by pi plus summation n into 1 into infinity minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 divided by 2 raised to 2 n minus 1. So cos 2 pi fct bracket 2 n minus 1 m of t. So sometimes this ring modulator is called as a double balance modulator because it is balanced with respect to baseband signal. So square wave carrier will be generated. So the ring modulator consists of 4 diodes. It is a balance and sometimes it is called as a double balance modulator. So how the frequency spectrum will be look like this. So assuming m of t is a frequency band limited in the frequency range w minus w plus w, spectrum of the modulator output consists of sideband each are harmonic square wave of carrier m of t. To prevent the sideband overlap, so frequency of the carrier must be greater than the modulating frequency. So we can use the band pass filter to meet frequency and the bandwidth is twice fl, twice w. So select the desired pair of sideband around the carrier frequency. The circuit in immediate generation of double sideband suppressed carrier modulated consists of ring modulator followed by the band pass filter. So band pass filter is important to prevent the sideband overlaps. Then we go to the generation of double sideband suppressed carrier by using FET modulator. So it is consist of 2 center trap transformer and 2 identical FET and one more center trap transformer which is required to generate the carrier signal. So T1, T2 and T3 are the 3 types of transformer. Then how the working will be done at this FET modulator will be seen in next slide. The circuit shown diagram balance modulator using FET. There are the 3 transformers T1, T2 and T3. The carrier signal is applied to the center tap of the input of transformer T1 and output transformer T2, T3 through the transformer T2. The magnitude of the signal is applied to the input of the transformer is T1. The FET current due to carrier are equal in opposite and cancel each other. So carrier signal is applied to the primary transformer T2 and this signal is further applied to the 2 gates of the FET in phase through the secondary of transformer T2. The modulating voltage is appears 180 out of degree out of phase and gets hence these opposite ends the center tap transformer. Consider there is no modulating signal applied, then FET currents due to carrier signal are equal amplitude but opposite in direction. This opposite and equal current primary output of the transformer cancel each other, hence there is no output produced by the secondary transformer of T3. Then thus carrier is suppressed when the modulating signal is applied to and the current produces by the FET1 is ID1 and current produced by the FET2 is ID2 in the primary transformer of 3-3. So the carrier signal when modulating signal is generated. Since the modulation signal is applied to the 180 degree out of phase with the gates, the FET currents due to the modulating signal are equal but opposite in, hence there is do not cancel each other. Therefore the output produced by the secondary at the transformer of 3. Thus the DSB signal is produced by the FET balance modulator. So here is the working which is with the FET modulator. So in this lecture we discuss about the two types of transformer, basically balance modulator and ring modulator. These are the product modulator, and one more transformer which is modulator which is generate the DSB, that is nothing but the FET modulator. So in this lecture we discuss about the generation of the double sideband suppressed carrier. So we can stop here. Thank you very much.